Just about set for football now at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. He's caught left side by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Lions 7, Ravens nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for King Henry. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
One quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. In motion comes Andrews. We're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Lions offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That is brought in. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their 2nd possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action here. Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Lions, all their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Detroit.
First and 10. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll take this down inside with 35. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 36. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6. left on the second quarter clock.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens are on the board just before halftime. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Play action now. Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
Sometimes
10.
it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
2nd down. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing Jackson. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Baltimore.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Jackson. He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Jackson now. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Passing right side, and Chase has it to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, Man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the second half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Mahomes now on second down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good.
18 yards on the pickup there, and a first down.
Of 18 on the play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth. And
big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Ravens 9.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. That will give him 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard
this just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
That is left side and caught by Fowler. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and 3 at the Lions' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and short, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Baltimore.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
A run here with Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And now the defense is going to take their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They go play action with Mahomes. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A quick slap taken by Chase. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Ravens 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Jackson up top again. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night. A look there at M&T Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The motion man is Nacua. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nacua snags it over the middle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Baltimore.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Raven first down. On play action, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
To throw is Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, after the failures of the 1st and 2nd down, you got to look now at your 3rd down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Lions nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Lions first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Detroit.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Lions ball to begin the second quarter from the 21. Here's 2nd down and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On the jet sweep to give to St. Brown. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know.
And he's in! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Tyreek now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. This is Henry. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Jackson now to throw on first down. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll step up and run this. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Baltimore.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. The Lions called their first timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. Now, Jackson. That is caught, and he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw, and he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Ravens. Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Lions first down. A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That pass caught by Amon-Ra.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Second and 7. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
I just love the creativity and what it allows when you have the skill set of a running back like this, that he can line up all over the field. In this last play, Mike, you see him line up in the slot, but he's really capable of running routes from all the different receiver positions, and for a running back to be able to do that, that is a huge weapon. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Second and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Just sense a little frustration there. It brings up third down.
Yeah, and that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
And that is incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Lions are back within 4 at 14-10.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Ravens offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Lions first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
First down throw. Mahomes. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Lions first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he barrels his way Here Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Lions 17, Ravens 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Lions take over.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. On target to Laporta. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
2nd and inches. Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll go right back to Laporta. Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Myles Garrett. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. Whoa! And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They bring Chase in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have the Ravens 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is DJ Reed from the secondary coming in to record the sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Lions 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now Patrick Mahomes and his offense. Down by 4. A little under a minute 50 to go. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for first down. With Gibbs. And he gave one man a slip and going to take this one forward. Pick up the 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of
the Lions call their first time out, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
A gain of 14, and the Lions first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here is 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout to get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
First down, Detroit.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's first down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.